when you have little ones. This might be common if you live in Arizona, but living in Illinois, you don't expect to see scary looking red scorpions on your coffee table in your sunroom. Hello, Ray. Hello, user. Hello. I don't even know what that says. Hope. No dope. That's a funny name. I like that name. Hope no dope. Reminds me of Muhammad Ali a little bit. Hello, John. Hello, Nurse Debbie. Welcome, Nurse. I was moving the other day, Nurse, and I got a really bad, not moving, I was just moving some furniture around, and I got a really bad bruise on my arm. What do you do for a really bad bruise? Hello, Last Mohican, me, Fitter, Triple X, M, Kelly Hull, K-Rock, Tuesday Pierce. Hey, Fitter, thank you so much for following the live creator. Hello, Jackie Joe, B. Duddy, Jimmy Hoffa. We found him. We found him. The mystery's over. Jimmy Hoffa's watching My Coffee with Ken. Hello, Dan Wallace, My Nerves, Bill Fenton, and everybody else that may or may not be joining this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Tuesday morning. It's about 6:12 a.m. Slept in a little bit. Dirty little pleasure. I don't know if it's a dirty pleasure sleeping in. Felt nice, though. And it is April 16th. Happy Tuesday morning for you. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I actually thought about going live out on my patio for a bit. But the Wi-Fi connection is just a little bit spotty right there. And I was kind of stressing about it. And I thought, why stress about it? Let's just do it in the sunroom. It's going to be it'll go fine in the sunroom. So let's just do it there. And also thought it might be a little chilly. And as I was kind of making my bed this morning, I was wondering what I'd have to do, what clothes that I'd have to wear, what type of coat. Would I wear a hat or would I not wear a hat? Which hat would I wear? So again, I thought when all else fails, go for the safety of the devil you know, I guess. But anyway, this is a show that I've been watching. I've been up for all of like 7 minutes. You try going live after being awake for only 7 minutes. You're not awake yet. But anyway, this is a show I've been doing for quite some time. I started about 5 years ago, and it's a show I have a lot of fun with. And it's a show, kind of my journey down life's path, one cup of coffee at a time. Speaking of which, for those that have been watching a while, you know, it's not just a show about me sharing my journey. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And look at all these nice people joining. Lana, Shirley, Ton, Luli, Lori, user, Grandpa times 3. Good morning, Robert Patrick. You're enjoying my hunger content. I think it's amazing how controversial. Okay, people say, oh, it doesn't work. I'm telling you, it works. It's amazing how angry people can get. And I post videos about how I lost 15 pounds over the last 3 months. And I don't know. It's weird. People get really upset and think you're, I don't know. They don't like when their ideas are challenged. And I'm not even going out and arguing with people. I'm just posting a video about what works and what doesn't. And Robert Patrick says it right there. He embraces hunger right now. If you want to lose weight, you need to be hungry every once in a while. It's that simple. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking dietetics. As a matter of fact, I rarely do, but it does come out because I did lose 15 pounds like clockwork. You know, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee, and I have a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I am so excited to have my first sip. My hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's a Starbucks Sumatra. Not quite. Again, I said this yesterday, might be a couple degrees cooler than I'd like because I got distracted. I started talking about losing weight and the Wi-Fi connection on the patio and the temperature and what clothes I'd have to wear if I went outside and did my show. But sometimes in life you get distracted. I think I'm blessed with a fairly, I don't know, mind that is capable of multitasking. I've worked as a waiter at a few different times in my life. And I think as a waiter, you have to be able to multitask. You got to remember to bring the food out to the table 3 and bring the drinks to table 6 and I don't know, check on your customers at table 7, all the while filling Cokes or sodas up for table 9. And it's a lot to juggle. But if you can juggle that, I think you can. I don't know. Again, I've said it before. I think waiting tables or serving, as they say these days, is a valuable skill to have. And I would think if I was hiring, would look good on a resume because it takes teamwork and hustle and hard work and again multitasking and a lot of different things all juggled into one. And an innate hunger for money because usually that's why you're waiting tables. It's not a joy of slinging hash. You're doing it for money and you're ready to work hard to make a little more than what you could in another job. So anyway, because of my ability to wait tables at times, I think I'm able to stay on task and get back to task. And even though I might get distracted by talking about weight loss or weather or I don't know, kids or track meets, I have a good ability to bring it back, bring it back around. I always rewatch these videos and edit them and clip them into shorts and reels and TikToks and post them all over social media. And it's kind of funny because I'll go off in a different direction, sometimes for several minutes. And I'll go, what was I saying? And I go, oh, yes, I'm going to a track meet tonight. Anyway, I'm going to drink a little more coffee. Thank you all for hopping on. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Carrie Handley. Hello, Eddie Allman. Thank you so much for following the live creator. I've been going live pretty much regularly between 5:30 and 6 o'clock most mornings. Was slept in this morning and it felt great. I woke up at 4:20, was wondering if I'm ready for the day, and I drifted back off to sleep. My neck just cracked. Drifted back off to sleep for another, I don't know, hour or so, and was grateful for the sleep I got, and decided, I don't know, let's make some coffee, let's go live, let's see what's going on. I've been going back and forth between a couple different platforms. Still not sure which one I want to stay live on. Something about being on this one feels familiar. Again, I started going live on social media about 5 years ago, and I originally started doing it on Facebook and kind of just talking because I needed to talk and doing it on Saturday mornings. But somebody told me to hop on and bring my show to TikTok, and I did it 2.5 years ago. And I poured a lot into TikTok and have really enjoyed it. And I know some of the people that hop on, and it's good to see some friendly names and sometimes some unfriendly names. But either way, I appreciate Eddie Allman, like I was saying, for following the creator. Because again, I put a lot of work into it and have a lot of fun doing it. Hello, Carrie Houston. Hello, Tim Geist. Hello, New York City guy and Kathy Burrell. I hope you guys are all drinking your coffee. Oh, Carrie Houston followed the live creator. She's so... Wait, is it a he? I can't tell. I don't know. I don't mean it in any way. Hello, Carrie Houston. I don't know. He followed... He, she. I can't tell. Don't have my glasses. All right, well, I hope you have some coffee on your way to work. I guess if you spell your name with a Kerry, We had Carrie Wood here in Chicago about 20 years ago. And I guess Carrie is Carrie. I guess it took me only 55 years to figure out the difference. I hope Carrie's heading to work and enjoying some coffee. My neck just popped again. Oh, don't have time to get coffee. He starts at 7:30. It's 7:22. You must be on the East Coast. I last year I was working at took a job at Super Target after working as a realtor for 17 years, and we started work at 7 and got done at 3. At least that was my shift. I really enjoyed that shift. As a guy that wakes up early and used to have a lot of trouble sleeping. It felt good getting started early and getting a couple hours of work in before everybody else did, and clocking out at 3 o'clock and being ready for your day. And in the summer, if you're out at 3, you can, I didn't golf last year, but there were times in life I certainly would have golfed. And just really enjoyed that shift. And I don't know, I think it's a good one. Laura, good morning. Your coffee is strong today. Well, here's to your strong coffee, Laura. Ah, but anyway, what was I saying? No, talking about the shift, talking about Super Target, talking about life, talking about real estate. I'm not sure what I want to talk about today or how much I have to say. Every day I wonder, am I going to go live? Will I have anything to say? And then I kind of ramble for 20 minutes to 45 minutes, and I call it a show. It's a show about me rambling. Laura said, all right, Laura said she has some strong coffee today. I made it uh, uh, Trailer Park Crypto says she loves real estate. It separates me from everybody else. Department store is hard work, says Danny Bow. If you're talking about my job at Super Target, was it hard work? I wouldn't say it was hard work, but it was work. And for a guy that had been doing real estate for 17 years and always was in sales, I really enjoyed it for a while. The pay wasn't enough, but it felt good. It was a job I needed when I needed. I've never been an employee much. Most of my jobs, I'm kind of on my own and doing my own thing and working for commission. But it felt kind of good being an employee and being told, hey, go to the back room, get those boxes, open them up, stock the shelves, and put the rest over there. And kind of doing that. And it made life simple for a while. And I enjoyed the customer experience and talking to the customers and laughing and telling them which, I don't know, what my favorite cereals I had, because I worked in the breakfast aisle or the cereal aisle. And we worked in a Super Target, and it's a huge, I did, was a huge store, and had anything you could want would be sold in that store. And some people would be walking through the cereal aisle and be looking up at the sign and going, hey, do you know where the most obscure object on the planet is sold? And sometimes I didn't even know everything I had in my own aisle. And we had, there were departments in the store that I never saw, or areas in the store that I never saw. Because somebody asked why I left Super Target. D. Rich did. It was time to go. I'd been there 7 months. I enjoyed it for a while. At first, I thought I was going to move up the ladder, the corporate ladder. But I don't think retail is what I should do necessarily. It was just time to go. It was time to go. I'd been there 7 months, and I think it was time to go, and they were probably ready for me to go. It was a neat experience, and I enjoyed a lot about it, and honestly would walk around and be excited to see everybody in the morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sometimes I think my enthusiasm's a lot to take, and I don't know. I don't know. It was just time to go. So let's have a little more coffee. The one I work at had a list of everything. You couldn't have a list of everything at our store. I mean, not a not a paper list. When I think of a list, I still think of a paper list. I guess you could. Yeah, we had little devices that looked like phones in our pockets and scanners and scan everything that was going in and scan where we were storing it and what have you. And you could find and you could search and it'd tell you, I don't know, this very obscure object is in A12. And you're going, where the heck's A12? And you're realizing that you're in the A12's on the other end of the store. And because I'm friendly and I like to engage, I like to walk people to help them find what they were looking for. And sometimes if it was on the far end of the store, I'd go, oh, I'm 55. Yeah, I was 55 at the end there. It's funny. I got sent home from the job once. I think this is why it was time to go. It's a big corporation, and things are going to go the way they're going to go. And they do it the Target way. And sometimes I think I have these great ideas that can change it and make it work better. And there was a meeting going on, and they were talking about answering the phones. They were talking about answering the phones because you could call that Target and never get anybody on the phone. It'll just ring and ring and ring and nobody will answer it. And I think it's weird. I think there should be somebody at this mega store that answers the phone. There should be somebody that's the phone person or 3 people that are the phone people or whatever. But they had a meeting saying, hey, we're going to answer it now. And I'm looking around and some of the people didn't even barely spoke English. And there was a deaf guy in my crew that couldn't talk. And it's a varying group of people with different skill sets. And I looked around, and most of these people I don't think had much experience working the phones. And if you have people calling from the outside and you just expect anybody to answer and not be given a script or just being going, hello, you know, I thought it was ridiculous. And I kind of said, you know, you're not even going to tell us how to transfer a call. You just want us to answer the phone and go, hello, hello. And I thought it was ridiculous. And I kind of let my feelings be known. And I felt bad because I really liked the woman who was given the meeting. But I think I was a little disappointed in her because she was probably overmatched at this. She didn't know how to get people to answer the phone or how to train people into answering the phone or how to start this new rule or how to guide people in this rule. But I just knew what she said wasn't going to work. And I go, that's ridiculous. But anyway, and she heard me and we had a meeting and she said, I'm going to have to send you home today. And I go, thank you. It's my birthday. And she goes, really? Oh, happy birthday. So I got to go home and go to the pool and not be at work and, do whatever I wanted on August 7th, which is my birthday, by the way. It worked out so well. Again, I had about another month in me at that point, another month my career at Target. But again, I think it's hard working for a big corporation. You go in, I thought, it didn't fit me. You go in and you want to make a difference and you want to change things and make things better. And you're wondering why people aren't picking up cardboard in the aisle or why this display's a big mess. And you're going, hey, can't we do better? Can't we do better? And there's no owner. There's the owner of the store. Good morning, Brian. There's no owner at the store. It's a bunch of employees that collect paychecks. And it was such a weird feeling for me working at a place with a bunch of employees that were collecting paychecks and punching out. Because I'd always been my own boss, or occasionally I guess I worked at my dad's printing store, but that was such a small company, it wasn't like that. And hello, Kayla. And it just felt so funny having a bunch of people that in my mind or in my eyes or from my view just didn't care and were there to collect a paycheck and didn't want to make waves. And I was making waves. I was a tsunami. And I think that was probably hard for some of the people above me, honestly, because I'm going, hey, why don't we do it this way? Why don't we fix this? And they're going, let's just do it the way they tell us. I'm going, but the way they tell us is wrong. Because the decisions are being made in the corporate office, several states away. And whatever land said, no reason to care. And that's what was hard for me. That was what's hard for me because I can't help but care. I can't help but care. I don't know. When I walk along and through this, my neighborhood and I see litter on the ground, it kind of bothers me and bums me out a little bit, and I pick it up. And yeah. Daniel B. said he saw me on the Metro yesterday. No, you didn't. I'm drawing a blank. Was I on a train yesterday? I haven't been on the train in a long, long time. Well, thank you, Kayla. Hello, Sandra Lynn. Hello, Sarah Moore. Hello, Daniel B. We're getting kind of a nice crowd. 32 is pretty good for me. Again, I used to go live at 8 o'clock every morning. David Allen, besides I stay at home with my two beautiful babies. I have two beautiful babies and that I stay at home with, and I'm pouring my heart into content creation. I think God gives us all gifts, and I have an ability to engage an audience and tell a story. And I have a lot of life experiences, a lot of big ups and downs, and dealt with a lot of challenges and managed to keep a smile on my face. So I'm pouring myself into content creation, hoping I can build my audience and share a little message of positivity and hope and a little ray of sunshine while we're having a cup of coffee early in the morning, while keeping my eyes open for other opportunities. So that's what I do. Hello, Sandra Lynn. Hello, how is Mariano's? I haven't gone to get donuts for a while. I think of you every time I walk by the donut aisle. And I'll tell you, I talk about losing weight, and I was 221 pounds 2 months ago, and I'm about 207 right now. And the way I did that was switching my eating habits to 2 big meals a day and really cutting out most snacks. Although honestly, I've lost so much weight or was losing weight so quickly, I've had to add some snacks back into my diet, or little bits and pieces here and there, having some fruit or having a little bit of what I'm feeding my children or what have you, just because I was losing weight too quickly. But anyway, as I'm walking through Mariano's, which is the grocery store down the street, I walk by the donut aisle, and they have the best, most freshest, most delicious donuts. And I'll tell you what, I guess it's intermittent fasting. Laura, a lot of people say that. It's a lot like intermittent fasting. I didn't know that. I've heard that expression, and I'd heard people say I don't eat till noon or 1 or what have you. But I don't have any real rules as far as that go. If I want to eat a huge meal right now, I'm going to eat a huge meal right now, and I get full, and I kind of almost am so full I feel kind of yucky for the next couple hours, and then it goes away, and then it kind of works its way into hunger, and I let myself be hungry for a couple hours, and then I eat another huge meal, and then that's it. And I lost 2 pounds a week like clockwork. It was amazing, and it worked right away, and it works. I'll tell you what, anyone that's skeptical out there, Vanessa, the changes are always happening. For anyone that's skeptical out there, give it a try. I get so many people that get angry about it, me talking about losing weight. I promise you it works. Everyone wants to say, no, it doesn't. If you eat 2 meals and you have 7,000 calories each meal, you're not going to lose weight. What they don't get is you can't have 7,000 calories in a meal. You can only eat so much. and you eat so much twice a day, and you end up losing weight. Vanessa asked, have the changes I talk about happened for you yet? No, no. I mean, they're always happening, and life's about change. And who you see in front of you today isn't who you saw in front of you last week. Well, I'm handling them well. Well, I'm working through them. And good morning, Big Red USA Army. I'm working through them and devising plans and deciding what's best and figuring out some things. Uh, but yeah, again, things are going to be different a week from now. And a couple weeks ago, I was talking about a couple different changes, honestly. And one of them was taking a job, and I decided I didn't want to because I didn't want to work Saturdays and Sundays and miss my daughter's track meet. I edit all these videos, and I'm about 2 weeks behind in video editing. And I was editing a video last night, and I was openly discussing the decision, do I want to work every Saturday and Sunday and not go to my daughter's track meets? And I said, no, I don't. And I was saying this on the live video. And I said, no, I don't. And I'm almost getting the chills just saying it. But it was me watching a video of me talking, but it was a guy making a good decision and a smart decision for his life and deciding that at 55 years old, some job selling something wasn't as important as going to see his daughter's track meets and everything else you miss when you work weekends. And working weekends, I know a lot of people do it and a lot of people have to do it. And I've done it. I was a realtor. you know, I was a realtor. But the one nice thing about being in real estate and not being an employee is that you can kind of make your schedule. And if you have a big event on Saturday, you can do an open house on Sunday or schedule showings on Sunday or vice versa. And, if your kid's graduation is Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock, you know that in advance and you schedule around it. But as an employee, there's not oftentimes the same flexibility. And although I didn't like my career as a realtor, I mean, I thought it was okay, but I'm glad I left. There were nice things about it, and one of the nice things was the flexibility. You ended up working a lot, but it was flexible. You'd be sitting on your computer at 10 o'clock at night trying to get a contract signed and, I don't know, rushing through it. And anytime you rush, they say haste makes waste, and that's true. I don't know, you end up doing something half-ass and screwing it up and having to redo it, and then you're still working on the same damn contract at 11. And let me tell you, the guy I'm talking about never ended up buying a house. Anyone that has to get that paperwork in at 11 o'clock at night, I don't know, usually doesn't end up buying a home. Speaking of a home, there's so few homes for sale, but a home I've often eyed just around the corner on one of the prettiest streets I think in my neighborhood just came on the market. And it's a home that really that has been well loved and lived in for a number of years. And a really old gentleman was living in there, and he must have passed in the last 6 months or something. But it just went on the market yesterday, I believe, and haven't been inside it, but it's again a well-loved home that probably needs a little updating, so it's probably relatively a good price if you like to update your home. But it's just in a beautiful spot, and it's a big home, and I'd love to have it. I work every other Saturday, almost no jobs are Monday through Friday now. Yes, I've missed many baseball games. Yeah, that's tough, though, isn't it, Vanessa? It's tough. And especially with track. My daughter's senior year. She got to meet tonight. Both of them. I say she. Hopefully Morgie's not watching. I got three girls and a boy. Uh, but my youngest daughter's it was a year and a half yesterday. We did not celebrate her year and a half birthday. But anyway, my two older girls are 15 and just about 18, and they run track, and they have a track meet tonight, and I'm so excited, and hope the weather's going to be nice, and hopefully it's not on. Hopefully it's not too windy. Hopefully it's not too windy because my daughter Erin is going to be running the mile, and she has a time she wants to break, and she's so close to breaking it every race. Hasn't broken it yet. But when you're running outdoor track uh, and it's really windy, it makes running fast pretty hard, unless you're running downwind and you're a sprinter. But as a distance runner, you're running all the way around the track, and you're never running. You're not always running downwind. Sometimes you're running into the wind, and running into the wind. This could be a metaphor for life. And it is. It is. It is. You know, if you roll with life and you accept life as it presents itself in front of you, life goes a little bit easier. And yeah, life goes a little bit easier. So that's my thought on that. But anyway, let's drink a little more coffee. It is about 6:45, and I'm excited about my day. I'm excited about getting another cup of coffee. I'm excited about this show. I'm excited that so many people joined in today, and I was excited to be on here on this platform. And it's Tuesday morning. I hope you had a great start to your week yesterday. I hope you're having a great, great morning. Good morning, I Love Life. Thank you so much for joining. But I hope you had a great start to your week yesterday, and I hope you had a great, great night's sleep, and I hope you're feeling good. I hope you are enjoying your coffee, you're enjoying your morning, you're enjoying your Tuesday. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.